The Hunter Brothers proudly present Hunting for Funny. Hello folks, and welcome to the Hunting for Funny podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Jack, and we're on a quest to find the funny in life.
Yes, we are. We're trying to find all the funny bits of all the sad bits that bring out the funny bits within said sad bits, if that makes any kind of sense.
That's poetic.
It is poetic. Yeah. Now, speaking of poetic, on this podcast, this here podcast that we're doing right now, we often complain about people not wearing masks or not wearing masks properly. So I used a little bit of initiative. And Jack, I've not even told you about this yet.
Oh, God.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you go to teespring.com/hunting for funny, you can buy yourself a Hunting for Funny mask with 10% off if you use the code WEARAMASK. So if you go there, use the code WEARAMASK, you get 10% off. That's just how we're starting this, because I figured we rant about it every week. Might as well do something about it, and we're trying. So there you go. Go do it, folks.
Rona, get a mask.
Yes, fuck the Rona, get a mask. That should be the next t-shirt. So yeah, Jack, how are you doing? You good? You had a nice week?
I'm good, mate. I've had a good 2 weeks. We had a week off last week.
We did. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, we did. Busy lives.
Yeah, we're busy. We're men of business.
Men of business.
Man about town.
I like that.
I've had a boss few weeks, to be fair. I've been back in training.
Good.
Training's been really good.
Yes.
Got my first weigh-in. I've lost 4k since lockdown.
Jeez,
lost
well done.
another k this week.
That's
last
fantastic.
2 weeks. So I was 5k down.
Wow. Well done, mate. That's awesome.
So yeah, going well. I have signed a new contract with my Tails sponsor, Victas. So I am now another year with the best Tails company in the world.
Fantastic. Keep
Japanese
it up.
Victas.
Victas.
European sponsor. That's
how
the one.
Do it.
So we're doing well, Chris. We're on the way. The driving lessons are going, boss. I've had 8 hours now, I think.
10 hours. Wow.
10 hours.
It's like a full work day of driving. That's awesome.
More or less, yeah. So I had one last week, and I did roundabouts. That didn't go.
You did roundabouts.
Well. It went okay. Got in trouble.
What happened? Go on, tell us all about it. Because roundabouts are terrible for anybody.
I tried roundabout, and driving's fine. Because I've been driving on like straight roads, bends. I thought it's like a big go kart. It's automatic, hand controls, really fun.
Yeah.
Roundabout, you've got to look at mirrors. You've got to look where the cars are.
Now, let me just stop you there a sec. You're always supposed to look at your mirrors. Just your eyes are always bouncing. Mirror, road, mirror, road, mirror, road, mirror, road. That's how it's supposed to work. So don't be throwing this roundabout bollocks in.
We found a road in Rotherham, and it had a really small, like a mini roundabout, and a big roundabout on the same stretch of road. And it was quiet, so we just practiced going to and from basically from the roundabout, which is good. But we won the little one, and we did it about 5-6 times. And from the little one to the big one, there's a big hill to go up. And the driving instructor, it's called Maneem. He's such a nice guy, but he's quite straight laced. And I quite like joking around, and he's warming to me a bit. But I think I'm an acquired taste.
Quite straight.
I'm not used to what he's. I'm not the usual flavour of his driving instructors. So I thought, you know what, I know what I'm doing. So I've gone up the pretty roundabout, and I just revved the car up the hill, and he just went, mind your revs. And I was like, no, don't worry about this, man.
Oh God, poor lad.
He's like, you're accelerating a bit too fast there. And I was like, whoa, screaming. He wasn't happy. But apart from that, he got to the roundabout. And I was getting there eventually, but I got in that. I had a 2-hour lesson, and towards the end, I just wanted to go round and round and round about all the time and get it perfect. So I'm getting there with it, and then this week's lesson went a lot better. I drove for the full 2 hours, driving around Sheffield.
Brilliant.
Feeling better. Road position's getting better. I'm not swerving into random curbs now and again, which is always
it's so hard to try and gauge how wide your car is, especially when you're furthest away from the curb all the time.
Yeah,
it's pain in the backside.
It's fine on your driver's side, but on your passenger side, it's so hard.
Yeah, exactly. You get used to that though. You just get a sense of how wide it is, and when you get a new car, that happens every time. It's weird. The first week of a new car, you're like, oh God, how big is this one? Even though they're all roughly the same width. But to be fair, I went from a smart car 2 times in a row to a Toyota Aygo, so it's like I suddenly had an actual car-sized car.
Yeah,
I was like,
a bit of Lego.
Everything seems so like weirdly far away. Because smart cars, if you're not touching it, you're not close enough. That's literally how close things are. You can touch the back window, and that's flat at the back of the car.
Jeez.
So if you can touch it, you're about to hit it. That's it. So it's a bit different to a normal car.
I had my first bit of someone shouting road rage at me. There was no reason as well.
But
not the confidence bit, in all fairness. Because literally I was pulling into where I live, and you got to cross the traffic, so I slowed down, obviously, to cross the road.
Yeah.
And the guy behind me must have been too slow for him. He pulled up alongside me, rolled his window down, and shouted, "You stupid, see you next Tuesday," as loud as he could, and drove off.
That is a classic.
And I was like, I've got 2 L plates, a big wheelchair stick in the back, and a fuck off triangle saying "Learner" on the top.
Yeah, what more do you need?
I don't know what more. What
They're
more
literally
do you want me
the
to
symbols
do?
of I am driving slowly.
So that happened. Apart from that, it's going well. I got my theory test in 12 days.
Oh wow, that's quick. That's gone
So
really
I'm
quick.
I'm doing some mock tests.
Yeah.
I've done 5 mock tests last night, passed 3 of them.
Not last
So I'm
night.
getting
Wow,
there
you're
with them.
preparing. I like it.
Yeah, so because it says 50 minutes, but you could fly through the questions in like 20.
Yeah.
Has a perception now as I'm driving more, so much easier.
Yeah.
When I first
you get
opened the app and I drove, I was clicking everything, but now it's like you can get used to like
So
what
what
you're
does
doing.
when you do the actual test, or when you did, I don't know how it is now with the apps and stuff, but it used to be that they play a video and you click your mouse every time you think there's going to be a hazard.
Yeah,
Or
more
something
or
that
less,
could
yeah.
cause a hazard. Is it the same thing?
Yeah, so on the app you just tap your phone when
Right.
it comes up. So it's like
that's brilliant. God, what I'd have given for
Yeah.
that. The only one
I
we
know.
had was the actual
I know.
test. That's the only prep for it.
okay.
So on the
Bloody
day,
hell.
this is the first time you're seeing this, and you expect it to
Yeah.
pass it. And if you click too
And
many times, they'll assume you're just trying to
get
spam
done.
it, so you get
Yeah,
you get a fail. Luckily,
Imagine.
spot on.
I learnt a new word as well. So I was doing me
yeah.
me signs.
Yeah.
And there was a red triangle with Ford in it, and I was like, "Is that warning you for a certain type of car?" It's like I have no idea.
Only
what it was.
Fords. No,
I
it means
didn't have
there's
a clue what it was.
it's a dip
Bit
with
of
water in it.
water.
Yeah.
Didn't have a foggiest. I was like, I didn't even know it was a word for water.
Yeah, I only know because where I drive to work, there's this bit that always gets flooded when it rains, and they always put Ford signs up.
Okay.
But yeah, before that, I was like, you just put flood, surely? Did you
Yeah, I
misspell
didn't have
flood?
a clue.
It's not that hard a word. It begins with F and ends in D, but you're almost there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, apart from that, it's going well. Hopefully, he thinks I'm the fastest learning student he's had. I think he might blow smoke up my arse, but that's what he's telling me anyway.
Hey, either way, take it.
So,
you know, everyone needs a bit of shine these days, so let it
So
shine.
he said he thinks I'm like double ahead of where I should be for my lessons.
That's good.
So yeah, so next time we might have a podcast in the same room at some point in the near year.
Maybe
know,
in the next decade or so, mate. Let's see how the world pans out.
We could do like a carpool karaoke, but I'll drive.
I remember you wanted to do that once. I when I took you to, I think did I pick you up from you went to do a talk somewhere nearby.
Oh
And,
yeah.
I picked you up and you're like, can we do carpool karaoke? Set up the cameras. It's like, it's not a bad shout, that.
We should definitely do that.
That was pre-podcast. We are totally doing that. Yeah, as soon as it's safe, like legit safe to be meeting up and driving around and stuff, I'll let you drive me around here. We'll have a carpool karaoke.
Absolutely.
Whack on the Frozen soundtrack. Let it go. Let it go nuts.
Let it go. Right. What have you been up to this week?
I've been up to
last week. What have you been
last
up to?
couple of weeks. A bunch of stuff, really.
Yeah.
The most immediate thing, and why I'm a bit late to this podcast, is I've just built a couch. We got a couch from IKEA. So over the weekend, we had like a leather suite, which we've been given by somebody who I think had been given it by somebody else. Like it was so battered, it was unsavable. So I said to Charlie, let's demolish it. Like rather than trying to get it in a van and trying to get it out the door because it's massive. We only just got it in the house in the first place, and we've had a new front door since. We don't want to bugger it up.
Okay.
So I said, all right, let's cut the leather off it, saw down all the wood, and take it all to the skip that way. Which we did. It didn't go exactly as planned, but it went pretty damn smoothly. So on Saturday, I think it was, we got up at like 10:30 or something, and spent from like 11 till about 4 doing it. And it worked out well. We took 4 trips, and we got it all away. And then the IKEA couch arrived today, but I'll see if I've got a picture of it because it's not just a couch; it's a sofa bed as well, so it can pull out. Because you want something you can pull out and just lounge on, But this thing's a fucking unit. Look at the size of this.
Did it come built or did you? Oh my god!
Can you see that?
That is a big old. That looks so comfy though.
That is a unit.
That looks.
The thing is that the front of it folds back in. It's super easy. It's like one movement.
Wow.
So it just folds in, and the bit that sticks out has like storage underneath it and stuff. So it's handy for blankets.
So it's like a massive lazy boy sort of thing. So it all comes out rather than like one chair.
Yeah, kind of. But it's not like a recliner though. It just comes out to a bed. But you just put your legs up, and it's great. But it's like a socially distant couch because I can sit on one end, Charlie can sit on the other end, and we're within social distancing guidelines. Like it's that far. It's great. It's nice to have a bit of space. But that's not the only adulting I've been doing this week. Getting a new couch and stuff.
Nice.
We've had a bit of a leak in the kitchen, which I thought was to do with when you do the dishes, because I noticed there was like little brown splashes at the bottom of the sink, like under the door.
Okay, in that little shit cupboard that we call it shit cupboard.
Yeah, where you just keep your stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like bin bags and.
There's like little drips under there, and we thought that was only for when you're doing the dishes, and like you splash some and it drips down.
Yeah.
It seeps into the wood or something. But I noticed no, the wood on the door was saturated. It's like, what the fuck's going on here? And then Charlie noticed like a little patch of like mold on the actual floor.
Oh
like,
no!
What's going on? So, like at lunchtime, I was like, this seems way too fishy to just be something from when you're doing the dishes. So I took everything out. Like, we've never emptied this cupboard. Took everything out. And I looked under it, and there's a pipe there with, like, the washing machine. It's a bit that connects to the washing machine.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just pissing. It's just pissing down this pipe. It's been doing it days, months, years. I don't know how long. I don't know how long. But put it this, we've never moved the washing machine. We've never moved anything else there. I'm assuming at some point something's gone in that cupboard and pushed back into one of the pipes.
It.
Well, it's just knocked it. I think knocked it where it's been screwed on.
Oh, okay.
So I had to do a full adult mode. I took everything out. I put a jug in it. I had a big brain mode as well. Just saying.
Nice.
Like where it was leaking, I tied a cloth around it, tied it into a knot, and then I put like the dangly bits of the knot into a jug because the jug wouldn't fit underneath it.
To be fair, that is clever.
It worked a treat. Every 10 minutes I had to go and empty the jug, but it worked a treat. Because that.
Do you reckon you could do that for like? Do you know when you say apply pressure to a wound? Do you reckon you could do that like if someone's bleeding? And you just
no, because you can if you want to just collect the blood, but it's not going to stop the bleeding. If you're a vampire, that's the best method you can think of. No, it's not really first aid approved. Just let them bleed out, but catch it nice. It's not. I don't think that's how that whole pressure system works. But yeah, so I had to strap on my big boy boots and call a real man. And we got a real man. We got a plumber around here. I searched it up, got myself a plumber, a reputable plumber, and yeah, got it all sorted before Charlie even got home from work. So I was made up.
So like that you did it, and then
no, I was good. I was honest. I told her it was me that ordered the plumber to do it.
How did the distancing work and that? Just to stay away from him, basically?
Yeah, just stayed away from him. As best I could. I disinfected everything after he left. Everything. Even had to borrow a screwdriver, so I disinfected that.
Oh, nice.
He had every tool under the sun, bar a Phillips head screwdriver. So
to be fair, it's not often you come across that in plumbing.
No. It's weird. He had to replace like this valve thing, and weirdly there was a piece of pipe in my cupboard which wasn't the piece that had fallen off or whatever. It was just there. So I'm assuming it's from when it had been fitted originally. And yeah, he took a bit off that and used that as a new thing, so I didn't have to buy parts. So yeah, that was that.
Did he make that like sucky in noise? That was when he talks about price. He goes like that.
No, I didn't talk to him about price. I talked to his agent.
Nice.
It was all proper legit. I called a company who send people out rather than the bloke. Actually, I did call a bloke first, but I was good. I checked. There's this organisation. I forget what they're called, but it's basically the Society of Plumbers. So you know that they're the legit ones who are going to follow all the rules properly.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I looked them up, and there's one in Warrington, which is like not far from here. So I called him. I was like, "Hello, is that Leslie?" I mean, yeah.
Leslie.
Yeah, his name's Leslie. And he said, I said, I've got a leak. Can you come around and fix it? And no, mate, I've kicked that in the head. So what do you mean? It's like, I don't do it no more. It's like, okay, well, do you want to take your fucking name off the list, Belen? There's 4 people who can do this, and you're the only one within 30 miles. So, yeah, so it wasn't him. I didn't use him. I ended up going to Yellow Pages and using somebody from there. But it was all good.
Old school.
It all got sorted eventually. Our kitchen no longer reeks of damp, which is a bonus.
That's always good.
But I, you know, this is a weird segue now. Like, there's a link. Right? Pipes contain water. So does a bath.
Yeah.
Right? I was in the bath and I shaved my head. That's what I do, right? Shaving my head with a razor.
In the bath?
Yeah.
Wowzers. Yeah.
Wow, in a bath. I haven't had a shower, have I? So, you know, it's just easier. But I was doing it. I was literally on the last stroke of shaving my head with a razor. It's the same one on my face. It's a proper razor, 5 blades and whatever.
Oh, like a big one?
Oh, it's a Gillette.
Like a proper... No, yeah, like a proper...
Yeah, it's a proper razor. Yeah. So it's a Gillette Pro Glide thingy, Fusion, whatever. And I was using it and I dropped it. And it went straight into the front of my nail and just clean sliced into it. And I was like, what the fuck?
Ideal,
how'd that even happen? And it's like the middle of my nail. I was like, how's that even possible?
Wowzers.
But I was thinking about it. Like, nails are made of the same stuff as hair. So it's designed to cut it. I didn't even think of that. Yeah. Mind blown.
Is it? What? Nails are made of the same thing as hair?
Yeah, it's the same stuff.
Is it?
Yeah. Nails and hair, look it
up.
What? Anyway,
Jeez,
Yeah, so it cut straight through. And throughout all week, I've been trying to save the bit of nail that it cut through. Because I kept catching it. Well, I kept catching it. Not like save it in a bag. I mean, keep it on my finger.
Oh, I thought you meant the bit it cut off. I was
no,
like,
it didn't. That's the point. That's the point. It didn't cut any off. It didn't cut any off. It just left. It left a potentially catchy part, which was really painful and bleeding. So I was trying my best to not catch it all week, and it kept happening. Half of it ripped off, and then eventually I was like, you know what? I'm going to use some of Charlie's like clear nail polish and just try and glue it on. You know, like, keep it all in one piece. I was like, genius! I've done this, nailed it. Like, it's perfect. And that wasn't the point. I just realised, but I thought that's perfect. It's done the job. And then my phone went, and I put my hand in my pocket and just snapped.
Ooh.
I was like, oh, for fuck's sake! So I ended
talking
up
of shaving. Have you seen them adverts online for them balls trim at like Manscaped?
Yeah, the Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0. Yeah, I have.
Yeah, but I bought the balls one. You know that they're
the Lawnmower 3.0.
No, the balls one, not for you.
Oh, do you mean the company?
Balls.
Oh,
yeah, that's the one.
No, I've not seen them. I've only seen Manscaped. I only talk about Manscaped.
I was looking at Manscaped and balls, like rival companies, and I got the balls one because it said guarantees no nick. If you nick yourself, you can send it back.
So when did you send it back?
What? That's a guarantee. So I thought it's 50 nicker, but I'm gonna buy it anyway. So I bought it. So I'm like, there, get in the bath.
Yeah.
Like, I do your business. Nicked it straight away. I was like, wow, how has that happened? Honestly, I was so disappointed. I've never been so disappointed in my life.
Oh man, yeah. Of all things, of all products to let you down. But
then I was thinking, like, you said I can send it back, but am I going to send a picture of my ball sack to the company?
Yeah,
like, how does this work?
No, you send the bit of skin that you saved. Just post that to them with the single hair in it. Like, look, it failed.
I might have got it too brazen, no.
See, that...
I think I was just going on it like a hedge, like it amazing. Just take a bit of care. And
yeah, if your trimmer comes with like a pull handle to start it, you've bought the wrong kit. Or you need to look after yourself better. That's what you get for not going Manscaped.
Is it what I thought though? Because I was going to buy a new shave for my face, so I thought to spend that on the balls one, I can use it on my face as well.
As Bill Blair would say, gross.
Is that gross? I don't know if it is gross.
Probably not. I don't know. People
that's
do that.
That's what I've been doing.
I'm sure people do that.
It's the same skin. I don't know what it is.
I don't think it's the skin that's the problem.
It's more the sweaty bollock hygiene.
Hey, fun fact. Speaking of skin, the biggest organ on your body is your skin. Just so you know. There you go.
Thanks.
Yeah, so yeah, you should get yourself the actual Lawnmower 3.0. It's got an LED light in the front now and everything.
I should have got it. Should have got it, mate.
But yeah,
made the right decision.
But I saw. Did you see today in the not in the news, on the old internet, that The Rock has got Rona?
I seen that. Yeah.
The Rock and his family. Yeah. They're all fine though, by the looks of it. They're all right. They've got over the worst of it. They're not contagious anymore, and they got it off somebody who didn't know they had it. So, be careful, folks.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like he said, if his family wasn't so healthy, he'd be buggered.
Oh yeah, like in training, we have to get zapped in the head for the temperature.
Oh yeah. The little laser thing.
So we have that every morning. So yeah, it's a bit odd. It feels like someone's shooting you in the morning.
Yeah, I guess it's a little bit odd, but it's worth doing. It's not like a guarantee, but it's a good sign that something.
Oh no, it's good. But I think because we're so competitive, we all come in and try to have the lowest temperature, and it's just a stupid competition.
Just standing in ice cubes outside.
To the point, like one of the boys, he just put a cold bottle of water on his head and got his temperature down to 22. And I was like, you can't. That's cheating.
Yeah,
can't do that.
That's so bad to do. Oh man, what if he was ill and he's knocked it down just below the threshold? Genius. Oh god. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of that Call of Duty Warzone recently.
Oh yeah.
You know what you guys are playing
that for a while.
Yeah, I've probably got into it. Been watching Dr. Disrespect play it a lot as well.
Have you brought the proper game or just online?
It's just the Warzone. I don't own the multiplayer.
Oh, okay, yeah, same for me. Yeah,
but I've got the battle pass and everything because I found out something which is pretty cool. I'd played so much of it that I'd knocked up the battle pass level really high.
Yeah.
And if I was to buy the battle pass for I think it was £7, I'd earned enough credit by that point to get the next one for free next season.
Oh,
so I was like, okay, I'm going to get 2 seasons of battle pass for £7.
Yeah, for one price. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, and I've actually got more credit than that. So by the time that comes around, I'll have even more because every few levels you get like 100 points, and I think it's I think it's 2,000 for a battle pass. So it's not bad at all. But it's good fun. I'm enjoying it. But they had a big reveal event the other day, which I didn't know was happening, and I happened to be there like the minute it ticked over by accident, completely by accident.
Right. Yeah.
So basically, there's a new Call of Duty coming out called Cold War. Obviously about the Cold War. It looks really good. But in order to sort of reveal the second trailer for it, they had an event in the game where they took out all the other modes, just had this new mode called something like Learn from Your History or something like that.
Yeah.
And so I played it, and it was like the normal game, but it had like objectives. like go and decrypt the code and stuff, and where it normally has a name of areas to drop, it was all redacted, so it had like black lines through it and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like really cool, like Cold War espionage style. And so I did all the objectives and things and did everything. And then it comes up with the trailer that they've already revealed, like, oh, I've already seen this. But then the trailer goes away and just parts of it start appearing and you're back on the map.
Oh,
And
God.
it just says like run to the stadium, you won't make it. And there's a timer timing down. And the guy's talking about, sort of beating down communities and stuff and wearing people down over years and whatever. And there's a nuke coming.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It was really cool, very intense. And then at the end of it, it went black. And then the new trailer came on. And it was a really cool event. So I turned it on. We'd been for a walk to Starbucks. It was like an hour. And I came back and turned it on. And literally that minute, the thing refreshed. And I was like, oh, sweet, there we go, I'll do this. And it only stayed for 2 rounds. That was it, it was gone. So, yeah, it was pretty good time. I enjoyed that. So it's not often... I'm normally more of a Battlefield fan than a Call of Duty fan. But I'm enjoying this recently. It's just mindless fun. When you've had a busy day or you're feeling a bit anxious. Like I know recently I've been getting a little bit overwhelmed every now and again recently. Just out of the blue, just boom. So, normally I'm not like that. Normally I'm fine with that kind of stuff. But for some reason recently it's been a little tougher. So I've just been playing that. And it just gets your mind off it because you're like mindless.
It's such a release.
Completely mindless fun.
Things,
yeah.
Are you playing Battle Royale? Are you playing duos? What are you doing?
I'm playing a mode called Plunder, which is great.
Plunder?
Yeah, I did because Battle Royale I suck at, and so it's fun until you die. And like, oh well, I've got to wait another however long to go and play again.
Yeah.
Whereas Plunder, you basically just got to collect the most money.
Okay.
So you're in teams of 4, and you got to collect loads of money. But once you got the money on you, it's not actually safe. You can still get killed, and people can take it off you. But if you call in a helicopter, you can put it on the helicopter and then it's safe. But everybody knows this helicopter's coming, so they're all watching.
Jeez.
So it's really intense. But it's good fun. And there's a mode.
Do you know what really gets you with Call of Duty? And I only noticed it when I seen it on TikTok. Do you know the cutscene before you land in the map?
Oh, the power walk.
No, they've got no backpacks. No, on the plane. Honestly, next time you do it, you've got no backpacks on when you fall out, and you'll notice it every single time you play it now.
I noticed.
And it's dead annoying.
Somebody pointed out the other day that the front person, there's like 3 of you.
The
front person power walks to the end of the ramp. Just watch that next time, you'll see it. Because obviously, when they were filming the motion capture, they didn't have anything to jump off. So they just went, walk with intent. Like, so like the walking shoulders first. It's really funny. But yes, I've been playing that. It's just a fun bit of goofiness, So yeah, that's our week's roundup pretty much, or fortnight's roundup.
Yeah.
So we move on to the next segment, Jack, which admittedly I've not thought of yet because I've been a little bit unprofessional this week. I've been so busy I've not even thought of what to say next. But the next segment is what's bugging you. So you can go first, Jack. I'm nice like
that. This one bugs me, and it's bugged me for a while, but it's something that I can understand why people do it. If that makes sense.
Okay.
It's people saying to people in wheelchairs, or not sure what to say when they're meant to say, go and sit over there, but they don't know what to say, and it bugs me.
Right, I get you.
So it's, for instance, it came from the hairdressers. So I went to the hairdressers, and the woman said, "Oh, take a." I mean, I didn't mean that. Just wait over there. And I was like, you can say sit over there.
Yeah.
You can say take a seat. I'm not going to get offended. I'm not going to go hang about here. I'm in a wheelchair. I'm already sitting down. So I mean, like no one's going to. Just say
admittedly,
it.
I have this thing sometimes where I think, obviously it's stupid, but your mind doesn't know what to do. 'Cause, for example, if I say to you, have you been for a walk today?
Yeah.
You know exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
But part of me goes, wait, no, you haven't.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
But you have. Like, so I get why people do that, but I know what you mean. I could see why that'd be really frustrating to deal with.
But like for me, I'll say I'm going for a walk or I'm going there because that's just like what you say, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, and sometimes I'd rather people say walk because they forget you're in a chair. Sometimes I've got like one of my best mates, I won't name it, but they go, "Oh, should we go for? Do you want to roll over there?" I'm like, don't say fucking do you want to roll over there. It just sounds odd. Do you know what I mean? I'd say go over
Rocking
there,
and a rolling.
There. Like, do you want to roll?
Moving
to
and
the
a
shop?
grooving.
Like, if I said to one of my mates in a wheelchair, do you want to roll to the shop? Like, shut dickhead. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, why are you saying that? So I'm just a shout out to
you
anyone.
Sound like a gangster, something like rolling with your homies.
I was going to say, like, you can say walk, and the worst bit is if someone says walk, don't go, but you're not walking, no. And I'm like, I've heard it literally about 1,000 times.
Yeah, that'd be the annoying part, I think.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Just
like, get on with it. Don't acknowledge it. Just say take a seat over there,
Yeah.
and I'll just take my seat over there. And I know what you mean.
There you go.
Yeah, like
just,
it doesn't.
Just carry on like it's exactly like you would with anybody else.
Yeah, just like I'm a normal person.
Yeah, it's almost like you're human, Jack. I mean, one day people might realise this.
You know, yeah, I'm not like a weird like circus attraction, just like walking around. But to be fair though, the hairdressers, the counter where you go, it's quite high.
Yeah.
So all I can see is like the top of my head from like there. Right. So I was sitting there for a while, and this woman's like at the till, and I was like, I can't shout because like she's there.
Yeah.
And it just went, oh, fucking hell. And it was just like
she's like, the hair's haunting me. It's just this weave walking towards her.
I someone was sitting there, and just like.
Oh god, that's brilliant.
Oh god, yeah. So that's what's bugging me.
Makes sense.
What's bugging you this week?
What's bugging me? Right, okay, I know what's bugging me now. You may have noticed, but some people may have noticed that I was slightly better lit today. Yeah. I've now got a light. See that shadow? Ooh.
Oh yeah, nice.
I've now got a light over there. Now that fucking light, I ordered it off Amazon at the end of June, right? And I was like, okay, it said it's coming from China, so it might take a little bit because obviously things are a bit iffy.
Yeah.
Around that side of the world. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever. It said it'd be like 3 weeks or something. It's a bit long because I wanted it for that week's podcast, which is like episode 6, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought I'll order it anyway. When it gets here, it gets here. We'll carry on as we are for now. And so I order it, and then eventually the date comes up when it's due to be there. It's like a 4-day window is what they give me. And I get to the 4th day and like, it's not here. So I'll wait till 6 o'clock. If it's not here by 6, I'm going to email them.
Yeah.
Well, contact them on the Amazon app. Contact the seller. So I did that, and they replied saying, "Oh, we're sorry it's not there yet, but it is on the way." Because I used they had like a tracking number and everything, and I used it, and it came up with nothing. So I told them in the message, "Your tracking number is invalid, and it's not here. What's going on? Like, can I get a refund, or is it going to be here soon?" So they said, "Oh, sorry. What you should do instead is Google China Post, and then use this tracking number." It's like China Post. It's like, what the fuck is China Post? But also, what do you mean Google Chat? Can you give me a link?
I was going to say, you're the seller. Yeah. I'll give you money. Just send me a link.
Yeah, I'll do the work. Yeah, sure. So obviously I did. I went and searched China Post to put this link in, and sure enough, it comes up with information. But this information, it says like 6 or 7 times looped. Something like dispatched from seller, in transit, picked up by transport. In transit, picked up by transport in transit, like over and over again. I'm like, are you just picking it up and putting it down? Like, what is going on with this? How big? I know China's big, but it's not big enough to go through 19 distribution centers. So I'm still waiting for it. And then eventually this tracking date says, all right, it should be here within this day and this day.
Yeah.
Which is like basically the past 5 days it was due.
Okay.
And it arrived on the very last day, which was yesterday, I think. Or the day before. And anyway, I sent you a picture of the box that it arrived in.
Yeah.
It arrived. I got this parcel, which I thought was a bomb for a minute when the bloody Royal Mail guy gave me it. It was this black thing just surrounded in tape. Right? And it literally looked like a video game bomb. Like it's made of C4 or something. Like if you throw it and push your phone, it'll blow up.
Yeah.
So I got this thing, and I pulled all the black bits off, and it was bubble wrapped, which I thought, cool, they've bubble wrapped it, that's nice. I took the bubble wrap off, and then the box was wrapped in sellotape, which stunk. I don't know why. This sellotape stunk, like really plasticky sellotape. And I don't know how or why or when, but for some reason, the box itself has got a hole, like a collection of holes that have made one big hole all the way through it. Like somebody just threw 3 javelins at it. It's all the way through the box. And weirdly, the product inside, the light, is completely fine. There's not even a scratch on it. It's brand new. It's all packaged inside. But the box, it looks like the box had survived a fire or something. Like, I don't even... And it was open as well. Yeah, it's like, what happened to this box? I just want to know the story. But what's bugging me is the fact that you can't just buy something cheap and shitty and expect it to arrive. And I want to. True. I want that to be the way things work.
To be fair.
Because this light, it's doing a great job so far. The whole 20 minutes it's been on. But it's like 60 quid cheaper than the next one. So, hopefully it'll hold up. It works. So,
Fair play. Talking of packages, Lucy works in a supported living unit, and it's one of the tenants' birthdays. She's 50. She's got Down syndrome, and she loves Ben Shepherd off the telly.
Yeah.
And the only way they can get her in the shower in the morning is because they go, she goes, "Oh, I need to get in the shower. Ben Shepherd loves clean ladies," and then she'll get in the shower because she just thinks Ben Shepherd loves a
That
clean
is
lady.
adorable.
So,
He
like,
probably
so
does, to
every
be
day.
fair. I mean, we should check with him.
Absolutely.
We should clip this and send it to him. Hey Ben, do you like a clean one? You know.
So Lucy and the other carers or support workers, they club together and they've bought a life-size cutout of Ben Shepherd to go in her bedroom. So she's absolutely made up. But Lucy ordered it, and the package went missing. So it got delivered to the wrong place.
Yeah.
And we were panicking because it wasn't going to get there in time. And so Lucy's ringing the people.
Yeah.
And it gets to the point, and she's ringing DHL, and the guy goes, "Oh, I just thought I'd ask him. Is it okay? What's inside the parcel?" And Lucy was like, "Oh no."
You don't want to know, buddy.
Lucy was like, "I'd rather say it's full of sex toys than I would do a life-size Mulligan."
It's a blow-up doll with the face of Ben Shepherd.
This lad, right, without missing a beat, he went, "Oh, a life-size cut out of Ben Shepherd. Does he take you to a tipping point?" I was like, "Fucking absolute joker."
Oh God,
like, fair play.
You gotta love British workers. They've got a sense of
and
humour.
he went, "How much was that? 10 quid?" She was like, "No, 40 quid." And he was like, "40 quid? You've been robbed." And I was like, "Lad, just get on me parcel." Luckily, they found it. It was all sound.
Oh, that's
good. It was her birthday today, and she was absolutely made up. So
brilliant. I'm glad it went over well.
So if Ben Shepherd's watching by some miracle,
yeah,
he's just a life-size cutout of you, and they're supposed to live in Sheffield, and the lady only gets a shower because she thinks you love clean ladies.
There you go, Ben. So you spread the word. You can have that on your next poster. Ben Shepherd, star of stage and screen, and also helps accompany Down syndrome ladies to the shower. Maybe put that one on the back of the poster. I don't know, but either way, that's really good. I'm glad there's a way that she has that's comfortable for her to do stuff.
Yeah.
The fact that it's Ben Shepherd, he's a nice guy, so you know. Oh, have you met Ben Shepherd before?
I've met Ben Shepherd.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah. I've only briefly, but yeah, he's nice. To be fair. It was one of them that I was with Will, and he know Will really well, so we give Will a hug and all that, and I was like sitting there like, "Oh yeah." And
you're
he
like, +1 over here.
Yeah, because I was like, "Oh, I don't know you that well," but he gave me a hug anyway. He was like, "How are you?" He said, "Nice."
That's
but it was a bit noisy, like you with someone else's mate, and you don't quite know.
Yeah. Well, it's nice that he acknowledged you, though.
Yeah, the tenant that Lucy I'm talking about, I went with Lucy just to pick something up from work, and I was in the car.
Yeah.
And she came running out, and she was like, "Lucy, who is that man in the car?" And she came up, and she was in pajamas because we were late on, and bear in mind she's 50. She comes walking over, and she goes, "Hello, my name's such and such. Pleased to meet you."
That's nice.
And she started bowing her head, and she was like, "I've been singing today." And, she was like, and then she walked off, she went, "Oh, I've been flirting, Lucy." And then walked off. Honestly, absolute legend.
Oh, she sounds brilliant. I love people like that. Oh, that's really nice.
It just brightened up my day.
That's what you need sometimes.
So nice.
Honestly, I think there's something about like Down syndrome as a syndrome in general. It's like it just unlocks the nice bit.
Yeah,
leaves
so
the rest.
Pure,
you know.
like,
It's brilliant. I love it so much.
Yeah, me too. It's
just the best, man.
So
maybe it's evolution. You know, we just don't know.
Yeah, true.
It could be the next stage.
Advanced. Yeah, absolutely.
When you actually understand what empathy is, you know, and you become a nice person because of it. That could be what Down syndrome is. We just don't know. Should be called up syndrome, really, because it's the proper mood lifters.
Up syndrome.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like it's an
true
upper.
That,
you know, like drugs, you have like downers and uppers. People with Down syndrome.
Let's rebrand it right now. Everyone listening, up syndrome. It's called up syndrome now.
Isn't it like an extra chromosome as well? It's like bonus material, you know.
And it makes you extra nice because it's an up syndrome.
There you go.
We've got it. It's sorted out.
So I suggest we move on before we start offending people because we're getting into a weird spot here. Right, so
I was going to say don't let extra chromosome get you downs, but I thought I'm going to leave it there. Anyway,
well, we could have left it there, but you went ahead and did it anyway. So so our next segment, as usual, is our idiot and hero of the week. So Jack, you can go first with the dog turd. That is not the dog turd. The nice bits on the top. The bottom, the shitty cupcake.
That's
the shitty cupcake made of vile poop. Go on, who's your idiot?
My idiot of the week is DOMS.
DOMS.
Delayed onset muscle soreness.
Oh yes, I remember that. I think many people call it DOM.
I am back in the gym and I can't move, and it's like it's a nice feeling, such of like I've missed it, but I've not missed like not being able to laugh anymore because I can't like really sore.
I know what you mean. It's nice. It's kind of nice because it's a sign that you're working hard. You know, it's like you can't get that without trying.
Absolutely, miss how fresh I felt in lockdown. I come back and I feel like I've gone back to like Stephen Hawking, like I'm stuck in like this sort of like.
Well, maybe you'll get a bit smarter now. You know, you just don't know how this works. Oh God,
So I was like, if I cough, my abs hurt. If I like move my arms, my pecs hurt. Like just the fucking triceps hurt when I'm pushing my chair. I got no rest. My arms just get no rest. Just a whole different thing.
Oh,
so
God.
yeah, Dom's is my idiot of the week.
I like it.
But
Fair
yeah,
enough.
I've missed it though. It's a strange one. It's a love-hate relationship. So it's one of them things that you're like, oh, strange one.
Cool.
Do you get it in your legs? Do you know when you walk too far?
Yeah.
You must get in your legs. Is that a thing?
Yeah, you get tired legs.
This is a thing, right? This is going to sound absolutely stupid.
No, go on.
But
Go
since
for
I've never walked properly in my life and you're able-bodied, walking upstairs to me looks like fucking witchcraft.
It's like when you see a Dalek do it. Like, what the fuck? You can fly now.
Like you've put one foot up, you've kept your balance to put the other foot up, and you do that simultaneously.
Yeah, it's
really
terrifying,
fast,
isn't it?
And you don't hold on or anything.
You know what's the worst?
How do people do that upstairs?
Well, you know what's the worst is when that fucks up. Every now and again, like once every couple of thousand steps, that just won't happen. And like you'd be running up the stairs, and then suddenly doof, you're down, like running upstairs, or you'll be coming down the stairs, and you'll just slip one, and that feeling is just horrible. That quarter second is the most terrifying quarter second of your life because your whole body's suddenly going downwards without you controlling it.
Walking uphill as well, like your feet are at that angle and you're leaning forward, but your feet are back. And I'm like, how's the human body still going forward?
It's probably because think about it. Me. I never thought of this, but you probably don't have like a center of gravity, do you? Or
absolutely,
the whole of you is because you sit down.
Yeah. So, I'm basically a yoga ball moving about.
That's fine. I prefer Weeble, but
a Weeble.
Yeah, your center of gravity is just there. You can't knock you over.
Weebles wobble, but I can't get up. That's a new saying.
They're not turtles, Jack. Speaking of which, though, right? This leads on to my idiot of the week. I've just decided. My idiot of the week is me. For you know the way we destroyed the couch last weekend.
Yeah.
Well, the new one didn't arrive till today, so we've got these giant bean bags. So we took them downstairs to use them for a while. And the first night we're like, oh man, this is luxury. Lying on a beanbag, playing my game on the wall. It's awesome.
Yeah.
The next day, my back was in knots. And whenever I try and use the beanbag, like to get off it, it's proper like old man noises. Oh, sorry, got hiccups. It's old man noises. I'm trying to turtle roll to get off the bloody thing. I just must have looked like a right idiot trying to use this beanbag. And yeah, that's when you realise you're old. Is that you just can't. You can't just use a beanbag. It becomes like a job to get off this beanbag. So
you put it in your schedule.
Yeah, exactly.
Get a little time frame to get up.
Honestly, getting up off this beanbag is probably like you just casually walking up the stairs. It's like, man, that's some effort right there. I don't get how this works because it looks easy. You're like a big cushion. I'll just sit on that and you sit on it, flump, nice and easy. But then the getting up bit, you're like, wait, there's nothing to grab onto. There's nothing steady. If I push on a bit, it goes up over here. If I push on that bit, it goes up over here. The bloody cat shoots off it. Like, it's just impossible. So yeah, my idiot of the week is me trying to get off a beanbag.
I had one of them old people moments last week. So I went for an free eye test in Morrison's.
Yeah.
And so I had to go and you wear your mask and all that lot. So do you know when you get your glasses done, they give you them like mechanical glasses and put the little glasses in. Because you get your mask on.
Yeah.
As soon as they put a glass over your eye, it just steams up. So I was like, mate, I can't
Welcome
see
to my world.
I was like, I can't see fuck all. And he was like, can you see now? I was like, no, because it's foggy. So I could put it in, wipe it, and then go, can you see now? And I'd have to read out the things quick before it fogged up.
Oh man.
So it turns out I have to wear glasses now to like look at phones and TVs and all that stuff. But I've not worked out whether that's because the glasses were foggy when I did the test, or I actually need glasses. So like I don't know whether I've got these because of the fog.
You'll need them. You'll need them. But yeah, I know what you mean. You know what they need to do, right? There's a little fun fact for you, because obviously I wear glasses and I wear a mask.
Yeah.
If you get steamy glasses, if you get cool air in there somehow, like a little fan or something, that'll stop it happening. Fun fact for you people out there who wear masks and glasses: pull your glasses forwards a bit over the brim of the mask, like that, so it rests on it.
Get the little nose bit on your
wear them like Dumbledore, like perch them, and it stops it happening. Or in Japan, what they do, you can get special masks in Japan which have got like padding inside it, so it just absorbs the condensation.
Nice.
Or you can just roll up some tissue paper, put it underneath.
Oh, bloody hell.
So many secret methods.
But yeah,
didn't
got
know that,
myself
did you?
some glasses. It's a strange one. I forgot how awkward it was to pick glasses though.
Yeah,
because I was the only person in the shop, because obviously distancing and all that
Yeah,
bollocks.
yeah.
So the woman was like, "Oh, here's the glasses," and I thought, "Great stuff. You leave me alone. I'll go and try them on. I'll let you know which ones." No, she walked over with me, stood next to me, went, "Do you like these ones? Do you like these ones? Do you like these ones?" Like, I was like, "Fuck now." It was dead awkward. She was like, "This one will suit your face. This one might suit your face." I was like, "Oh," I panicked. Just went, "Oh, them ones," and just ran out. Just paid and ran out.
Oh.
So I've ended up with these like old people like
Oh god.
glasses, dead thick ones of that, because it was dead awkward. I didn't have the time to look in the mirror. She was like, "Oh, it's like these ones," and because you have to wipe them down as well. So
Yeah.
I can't try too many pairs on. Then the poor bastard's got to
Of
wipe.
course,
All
he's going to
these
wipe every
glasses
single
down.
one of them.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
what
I
a
thought I'd
pain.
point us some and try them on, and yeah. So I've got some now. And Lucy was like, "What have you got on your face?" Because it looks like the ones me. Do you remember the ones me nan used to have?
The turtle
the
shells
plaster on the side.
Yes, you've
Yeah,
still
they're
got
the
them.
ones with the plaster on the
You
side.
went turtle
That's literally what
shell.
I've got now.
Jack, you went turtle shell.
Mate, I panicked. I just pointed and panicked.
You go for
That's literally
if
what I
you
did.
panic, you just go for black. Black goes with everything. Turtle shell goes with nothing.
I couldn't see. That's
the grave,
the
maybe.
excuse.
You couldn't see, bloody hell. That's a good point, actually. I never even thought of that. When you're looking for new glasses, you don't currently have glasses. So
Yeah.
It's a good point. It's a good point. Good point right there.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
it's my hero of the week.
Yes, your hero, the delicious icing on top of the shit pile.
That's the one. Now I've got 2 heroes this week, Chris.
Okay, go on.
Because that's the way I roll.
So what you
know
roll,
what? We're the power of positivity on this podcast. Absolute. Yeah. I've stole that off a wrestler called a New Day, but power of positivity.
Power of positivity.
Anyway,
he invented it.
This week's hero of the week for me is my girlfriend Lucy, because it's her birthday tomorrow.
Lucy.
And when this gets released, it will be her birthday since she's 25.
Hey, happy birthday, old fart.
So I've got all the presents sorted and that. So I
is she making her own cake?
With the present stuff. No, she's not making her own cake. And I made a cake once for her, and it was fucking awful.
Yeah.
And so
you've learned to buy them from now on.
I stay clear of it now. Really, it's not really worth it.
As long as you bought one.
But
it's fine.
so I've bought her some posh earrings.
Ooh, very nice.
And so me, Josh, and Jodie went to Meadowhall.
Yeah.
Because they were helping me pick the stuff, and I live next door to a pub, so we said, you know what, we'll nip into the pub, because the pub is empty. I know the lad who owns it.
Mm-hmm.
We got a table, like it's really the sound, like the lad's scouse, he's dead nice.
Yeah.
So we were sat there, and so I guess by me, I have like 1 drink, 2 drinks, and Lucy's not back till work till 9:30. This is like 5 o'clock. And we were talking and talking. By the time we had 3 or 4 pints, and I've got my bags with me still, not being in the flat, still have the bags with me.
Yeah.
And so I was getting there, and I had the bag on my knee. Lucy pulled up, and I wasn't drunk, but I pulled back in the house, and Lucy went, "Oh, there's a jewellery bag outside. Is that yours?" And I was like, "No, I brought it in the house." And I went out and went, "Fucking hell, her earrings were on the floor for hours outside."
For
I was
hours?
too drunk. I dropped the bag outside and I got in the pub.
You are
like,
so lucky.
For a few bob.
Yeah.
And it's like the actual bag.
No, of course it's
bag.
Yeah. You're so lucky, because jewellery bags are so stupid as well, because they always say this is a bag full of jewellery.
Yeah, well,
there's no cheap jewellery.
I said, "Oh, Lucy, I've been in the house. It's just a bag it's just the outside bag. I've hid them in the house. Don't worry about it." And she was like, "You've none of you." And I was like, "Oh, I can't lie to you. They were definitely earrings." But so she at least I got them anyway.
Yeah.
And I bought her a few bits and bobs. I bought her. Oh, every night when I don't know if Charlie does this, but when she washes her hair every day, when she wears like something to bed to cover her hair so it doesn't go frizzy overnight,
like
or whatever bollocks it is.
A turban wrap.
Yeah, that's the thing. But she's been using one of my t-shirts because she hasn't got a towel. So
you bought a turban wrap.
This is why I have to go to the bedroom. There's like a clean pair of my undies on her head. Like fucking, I don't know, like some sort of mental.
I wouldn't go near a clean pair of your undies. I've seen them.
So I've bought her a turban. I've bought her one of them towel turbans so she can stop doing that for a birthday, and a nice dressing gown. That's what I've got her.
We've got 2 in our house, because normally one's drying when she uses the other one.
That's the one. Yeah, so I've got her. I've got her them.
Brilliant.
So hopefully she likes the presents, and I bought her some work shoes, which I also had a bit of a blunder about, because I didn't because Lucy's there to buy for, so I didn't have a clue what to buy her. So I bought her like work shoes. I googled comfiest shoes to wear. Sketches came out, memory foamed a lot. I thought, you're on her feet 12 hours a day, boss. Like we'll get it sorted. So she's sitting there going, I need to order some work shoes. It's a few days before her birthday, and I was like, oh, no, just wait till your birthday. Wait till you get your birthday money. And she went, you don't fucking buy me work shoes, my birthday. That's stupid. And I was like, oh.
Say, stupid right here. Hello.
And I went, and she was like, I'm about to order them. I was like, don't, they're in the living room. Like, don't. I had to give it to him. And so she got that, but it's not really a present for a birthday.
Yeah, I
it
know
was
what you
stupid
mean.
thinking I could buy work shoes for birthday, but
So, oh, by the way, I bought you some work shoes. I didn't want to. I didn't want to tell you to your birthday that I bought them, but you know.
It's such a bloke present to buy. Don't
It is. Yeah, it's such a functional gift. I bought you an air freshener for the car. It smelled a bit funny. I bought a new one. Yeah. Oh god.
And my other hero of the week. I don't know whether you've seen this actually, because it got released today.
All right.
And it's something I've been asking you about for years.
Right.
And it's finally happened.
Right.
The 2021 official Paralympic Games PlayStation game is coming out.
Really? That's fantastic.
An official game. There's an official game coming out.
Brilliant.
So there'll be Olympic one and a separate Paralympic one.
Oh wow, that's so
good. It got
good.
released today. JP Games, I think, is making it.
Right.
So yeah, that got released today, and I'm so happy because I've been bugging you.
Yeah,
I've been like, make this one, make that one, do this, ask your work. And I can't just go to my boss and say, can I make this?
No,
game?
exactly. Mum used to always say to me, why don't you make a game about the Paralympics and stuff, like, because I don't make games, like, as in I don't make the game. I make the nice looking stuff in the game. I can't just decide what is done.
Yeah.
But that's great. I'm glad. So what? It's actually out today. Or was announced today?
No, it's announced. They're going to be out next year for the Paralympics.
That's brilliant. But you can't wait for that.
I know. If I lose on that game, Taylor, I said, "No, I'm going to do." Like, literally, it's like a representation of me on the game.
Please let it be me who you're playing first. Just your first time. We have to stream it or something. Your very first play on it. Me versus you, and I'll just have to. I'll have to just thrash you on it. All those years. Oh, that'd be great.
Oh god.
There's your game. Do you like your game? Just losing my shit in the corner. Not even plugged in. Oh, that's brilliant. I'm really glad that's happened.
So they're my heroes of the week, yeah.
Nice, good job, guys.
So, yeah. What's your hero of the week? What's your thoughts?
My thoughts are, I think heroes are jolly good. No, I think my hero of the week is actually similar to a couple of weeks ago, because I listen to the same kind of podcasts and I hear news stories and stuff come up, and they're usually pretty similar. But one of them, remember a couple of weeks ago, I said about an old Japanese lady who punched a bear and won.
yeah, I remember that.
Similar things have happened since. Apparently, there's a part of Japan where monkeys are a big issue, because monkeys are wild there.
Nice.
And quite often they'll steal crops from farmers. And obviously at the moment, farmers are in deep shit anyway, because the pandemic. So the crops are extra valuable to them. And so the population's aging in Japan. Like, it's just dying because people don't want kids because they're smart. And so the people are all dying down. So most of the farmers are getting on a bit, you know. So these poor old bastards are trying to figure out ways of dealing with the monkeys trying to steal the crops.
Yeah. So
now these grannies have taken to just chasing them with BB guns. Straight up gangstering them. Like, fuck off my rice. So I can't. Yeah, exactly. I can't see that in a sensible way in my head. I can only see it like a comical, black and white slow motion smoke coming up. Shooting the monkey.
You could sayonara, monkey. Just like straight as gone.
Sayonara, Moku. I think it's Moku. Or is that tree? Either way. Yeah, so...
Or it could be like a Ben Hill film, just like an old lady with a Zimmer frame running after this monkey.
The monkey's lapped her 4 times and she just keeps missing. It's like the reverse Matrix. The monkey's just going like 20 times their speed. But yeah, so that's my hero.
The monkey gets shot, does he go, ooh, ah, I do, ah, ah, ooh, ah.
Maybe. I might need to see some more examples. But yeah, so the gangster grannies in Japan... They're my heroes this week, the gangster granny farmers.
They're my heroes for life.
I need to see footage. I saw some the other day who were chasing a pig. Like this wild hog had got into one of the fields, and like 5 of them were just shepherding this thing away. Now, wild boars do not fuck with a wild boar. It will end you. They are aggressive.
Yeah.
But
them and honey badgers don't get anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. They're like the honey badgers of the forested areas. So... yeah, they were chasing this wild boar around that's just doing laps of this rice field.
Jesus Christ.
And they're trying to shepherd it out.
I don't know whether David Attenborough's got one more series left in him, but please could it be on Gangster Grannies in Japan? God. Please, David Attenborough.
That would be
God,
amazing.
if you could just follow
and
around
here we have the grannies. She pulls out a gat and lays 4 in his arse. Brap, brap, he is dead.
BB gun.
She says, play me fool, I dare you.
You've got like this is Granny in a stealth mode, and she just pulls out like a gun from a crutch, just like pulls it out like a sword.
Oh man, that'd be amazing. This sounds like a Simon Pegg and Nick Frost film. Like I can almost see like Hot Fuzz, but like in the Japanese countryside. Oh, we need to get that done. Are you guys listening? The Cornetto trilogy just became a quadrilogy.
Oh god.
So yeah, the gangster grannies of Japan are my heroes this week.
Nice.
Right, this is the part of the podcast where we would normally do celebrity impressions. However, we have come to the agreement at the moment that we are currently running dry on celebrities to impersonate because we can't do them anyway. And the ones that we can only slightly do, we've done. So if you folks have got any ideas for suggestions for us to do for this segment, hit us with it. But Jack came up with a good idea today, which was to, you can say it?
It's the beatbox, and you've got to guess the song. You can hum, you can beatbox, you just make noises till the other person can guess the song, basically.
Jack, I've got a really important question for you here.
Go on.
Can you beatbox?
Nope.
Okay, good. Same. I was just checking you weren't playing the advantage card.
No,
here.
absolutely not. I mean, all I know is to do is say boots and cats really fast.
Boots and cats is the way, man. That's how you do it.
And I learned that from Siri, so actually it's not really that much.
I learned that from the Hamilcast. It's a Hamilton podcast, so there you go.
Nice.
Yeah, all right. Well, you can go first since it's your idea. So you've got to beatbox and I've got to guess what the song is. Are we doing two or one of these?
We'll do one each for now, see how we get on.
Okay. All right, you go first then.
Difficult. I don't want to spit all over my camera here.
Give it the old cup. Come on, get pro.
Give it. That's not even the right song. Boom, 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 boom.
How am I supposed to guess it if you're not doing the right song? You're just singing now. Oh, I know what this is. I know what it is. All right.
What is it?
Teenage Dirtbag by
Yes, get in. You got it.
Okay.
I said it's a bit of Vic Reeves shooting stars.
Oh, we should maybe do that next week. Pub singing.
Vic Reeves impressions, get on it. Billie Jean is not my love.
Yow. All right. Oh god. So is it? All right. It's my turn now.
Oh, go on, your go.
All right.
You got the rhythm, I'll give you that. I was vibing. Well, the kids call vibing.
Do you know what the song is though?
No, but I was enjoying it. No, I think I've got it actually. This might be a shot in the dark.
Go on.
Is it Justin Timberlake?
No.
I thought it was like dum 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 dum.
Oh yeah. That bit.
That's the one.
No, it's not. It was Lovely Day by whoever sings Lovely Day. When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunshine hurts my eyes.
A lovely day.
We did that for 4 hours each time.
Who sings that?
I don't know, I just said.
I'm trying to think who sings that.
Some guy called Lovely Day
Lovely
Singing Man.
Day.
It's Lovely Day Singing. That's his name. Lovely Day Singing Man. I almost forget his name. It's Lovely Dave.
Lovely Day. It's Lovely Dave. Lovely Day.
It's just a love song to his romantic partner. Oh, that'd be brilliant. Wait, you know what? The words make more sense now.
Yeah.
When I wake up in the morning, like the sunshine hurts my eyes, and he turns over and sees something weighs heavy on his mind. It's Dave's arm. It's Dave's arm in his head.
Lovely day.
Then he looks at him, and the world's all right with him. Then he looks at him, and it's gonna be a lovely Dave. There you go. You've solved it. We've cracked it. Whatever that guy's name is, he had a lover called Dave. We've got to figure this out now. What was the guy's name? If you know the name of the person who sung Lovely Day, write into us on Twitter at Hunting for Funny.
Yeah.
And if you've got a better beatbox variant, tell us. Because we can't beatbox.
Yeah, we like copying things that we can't do. So if any segments that
pretty much anything in life. Yeah. If it involves our skill, we can't do it apart from table tennis for him and
Or
breathing for me, but even that I struggle with sometimes.
Any challenges you want to set us in this section of the podcast, whether that be
That's a good idea, actually.
Writing your own poem,
I
writing
like
a
it.
song, whatever you want to do.
User
you just let
submitted
us know
challenges.
what you want us to do. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Let's hashtag challenges. Wait.
Hashtag challenges.
Yeah. Hunting for challenges. There you go.
Hashtag hunting for features. That's what we should do.
That's a bit too desperate. It's a bit too desperate. Hunting for content. Yeah, it's a second channel, hunting for content. We just steal people's stuff and put it in. No, that's... But yeah, I like that idea. Try and get user suggestions in. So if you've got any ideas, folks, drop them in. Oh, shit. All right, so we move on to the part which was last week's question. Well, the last episode's question. Which was... Jack, you asked the question. You can ask it again.
What is your most unusual food combinations together?
Yes.
Like what food you like together?
So we'll start with you, Jack. What is yours? And then I'll tell you some that we got given.
Well, I had one that I was going to say, but I tried a new one today that I'd never tried before, and it was Boss.
Say as many as you want, mate. As many as you want.
So the one I was going to say is basically, in a nutshell, cheese makes everything better.
That is true.
And I had cheese on curry, and that sounds odd.
No, it doesn't.
All the time.
Not to me, and I'll tell you why in a minute.
Cheese on the curry and you're straight on there.
Yes.
Lovely. But it's got to be mature cheese. I don't understand when you don't get a strong cheese. It just tastes like nothing.
Just buy some rubber.
Yeah, if you're going to have the calories.
Yeah.
Well, I like crumbly cheese. I don't know what it's called, but crumbly cheese.
Cheshire.
That's the one. I remember when I first moved to Sheffield, I went to Tesco's and I was like, where's... Because Mum calls it crumbly cheese. I just didn't even know it wasn't called.
Because that's her favourite cheese, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so I went there and I was like, excuse me, do you know what a crumbly cheese is? And he's like, what do you mean by crumbly cheese? I was like, crumbly cheese? Like, as if like that was the name of it. I was like, I don't know what
cheese that if you hit someone with it will break. You get my drift?
Yes. So I had this argument with the guy in Tesco and he was like, crumbly cheese? I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, crumbly fucking cheese.
Do you mean you rhubarb crumble at cheesecake?
Yeah, and he was like, Cheshire. I was like, no, Liverpool.
It's like Yorkshire. You lost this Yorkshire.
But the one I tried today was, I went to Five Guys for the first time in a very long time with some people in the squad, and it was really nice. And I was looking, you want to go to Five Guys, you pick your toppings. Mm-hmm. Usually I go bacon, cheeseburger, red sauce, that's me done. Lovely,
right.
top
That's
job.
Billy Basic, but
and
I like
it said HP sauce, and I thought, you know what? I'm a chancer as well. I'm gonna change my thoughts on life. And I went, you know what, lad? Change that ketchup for HP sauce. And I have fucking like HP sauce in burger. It's the best thing I've ever had. So that's my flavour combination: HP sauce and burgers.
Right. Fair enough. Well, if you if you want to spice it up a little bit, not literally, but figuratively, you can do what Charlie does for sausage barms: ketchup and brown.
Ooh, nice.
You combine it, right? Ooh, it works. Only a little bit of brown or overpowers the ketchup. But what you said about cheese and curry, I thought that was super weird until we went to Japan, and they do it there completely normal.
Oh wow.
So it's still like a side. Like not every curry has cheese on it, but you can request it as a completely normal thing, and it's a game changer. We always do it now if we have a curry.
Yeah, it's just talking of curry. I had to get a taxi last week because the trams had stopped and I was stuck at Meadowhall. I couldn't get back, so I jumped in a taxi. I didn't want to, but I jumped in a taxi.
Yeah.
And this guy was talking. He was like, he picked me up before, so he's on my table tennis and all that. And he was like, I don't want to play to the Indian stereotypes, but I'm not going to do the accents because that's a different level. But he had an Indian accent, and he was talking. He was like, put loads of weight on, and he went, them bloody chapatis. And he was like, all I've been eating lockdown's curry, and I was like, mate, you're
it's so unfortunate, isn't it? I guess when your cultural food is high calorie, and that's what you have at home, you're kind of screwed, aren't you?
Yeah, and I was telling him about my driving lessons. He was like, "What? You're disabled and you can drive?" And I was like, "Yeah, they have hand controls and all that lot." And he was, "I've been driving 30 years. Didn't know you could drive at like." So I was telling him about it works, and I went, "Yeah, I've even got a mate who's got no hands. Who drives?" And he went, "What?" And he was literally baffled.
You shouldn't baffle people who are driving at the time.
I was going to say, to be fair, Martin, like my mate, he's got no hands at all, but he drives a fully automatic car. Not even any adaptations. Just absolute lad, just drives it. But I done a Snapchat once of Martin giving me a lift ages ago, and I put, when your Uber driver's got no hands.
I saw that.
And then loads of people on my social media was like, "Get out now, get out, it's not safe, get out, get out." And I was like, no, it's my friend, don't worry about it, honestly, it's all right.
Get out, just out of roll out of a moving car.
But this taxi driver, he was like, I was watching Gardener's World, and this girl had one hand, but our garden was lovely. As if like it was dead inspirational. I was like,
Oh, that poor guy.
like,
That's his
play,
window
like,
to the world.
I was going to say you've got a sheltered life. Well, yeah.
I'd love that though. To be fair, just constantly having Indian food.
Yeah.
It'd be great. I'd be dead. But it'd be great.
I love curry, you know.
Yeah, a nice korma.
Absolutely love it.
I like a mild one. Nice, thick and mild.
Ooh, nice.
Right, we've got a lot of people wrote in with weird things that they eat. So I'm probably not going to go through them all because I got 53 responses.
Wow, just thank you very much to everyone.
Yeah, thanks a lot, folks. Really appreciate this.
Keep it going as
Every week would be great. No, but yeah. So I'm going to go through a bunch of them. Some of them you will recognise as things you've done and I found weird. Some of them I don't find weird at all because it's my favourites. But also I'll tell you my one as well. Because one of my favourite things in the world is a jam and cheese sandwich, like you said last week.
Nice.
Bit of red Leicester cheese, bit of raspberry jam. That's a game changer.
Raspberry
jam.
I'm not sure about that, you know.
Oh, that's good. Strawberry jam works as well, but raspberry jam's extra special.
I like raspberry. Raspberry frubes are better than strawberry frubes. Don't at me.
Yeah, that's true. Raspberry, just say don't at me.
Yeah.
At him, flame him. No, raspberry yogurt is the best yogurt.
Bad.
Oh, my thing just cleared off again. Bloody technology. That's my bastard of the week. We haven't got bastard of the week segment.
Bastard of the week. We've come from one fucking food, you bastard of the
my
week.
Bastard of the week is Facebook. You bastard. Right, okay. Yeah, no, I did have some other ones and I've completely forgot what they are, so they don't matter.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so the other people's ones though, you used to do this and I hated it. Dipping toast in tea.
Oh, fantastic!
No, you can't be doing it.
Film of butter on the top of your tea.
No, you can't be doing that.
Those are the days before school.
Now, one of my friends who lives in Japan, she's actually Indonesian, but she lives and works in Japan. She was our waitress at the hotel, the fancy hotel we got friends with. Spaghetti with strawberry jam.
Ooh,
that was one that was like, oh, that's on the top of the list.
That's a bit far.
That one's flown up there somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've got a bunch of stuff. Oh, that was another one that I do. Right, McDonald's shake. Oh, take the lid off. Fries in.
Nice. Yeah.
It's got to be done. If you've not done that yet, have it.
More for it's a sweet and salt.
It sounds weird, but it just works.
It feels a bit odd when you do it, but when you have the first few, you're like, that's nice, that, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Now, this one, I think my friend is a bit broken.
Okay.
The crust off hot pot, including gravy stained part, and then put jam on it.
Oh, get it. Jeez.
Or icing and sprinkles on toast.
Do you know, like, I've been to the mill and I've done psychometric tests for, like, loony bins a lot. That's going to be on the test. Swear to God, that's going to be on the test.
It was a next level one for me. Another one, this is an old school one from my mate Eric, who went camping out as a kid. He said, dipping dry bread in orange cordial.
Oh, wow. You need to... You didn't
that is a 60s snack right there, isn't it?
I was going to say, yeah.
Jesus. Oh, yeah. Somebody said, I looked at the wrong camera then. Not being from Yorkshire, I thought Wensleydale on mince pies was odd until I tried it. Never having a mince pie without a square of cheese again. Have you ever heard of having cheese on a mince pie?
No, they got confused with what a mince pie is.
Maybe, but I want to try it. Is
mince pie something different?
No, mince pie is just mince pie.
Like at Christmas, then what? You're not having cheese on that?
Yeah. So I don't know.
Jeez, you people are weird, man.
Speaking of weird people, one of my friends is Norwegian, like you. And you're not Norwegian, but one of your friends is Norwegian.
Yeah.
It'd be weird if you're not Norwegian and I wasn't. Yeah, one of my friends, she jam and cheese sandwiches, which is awesome. But also, she's had an open top sandwich with syrup and pickled herring.
Oh wow!
How Norwegian is that?
Big in Norway, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I had in Norway? Brown cheese. Ever had it?
Brown cheese. I've had smoked cheese.
It's like a Norwegian delicacy.
No.
And it's the first time I've ever seen a cheese slice. Didn't have a clue it was. It's like a shovel that you put on the cheese and you pull it back and it goes a slice.
Oh, I've seen that.
I didn't have a fucking clue it was.
Right.
Like, I thought it was some witchcraft that Tommy had in his house. I didn't think it was a thing.
What are you doing, Thomas?
I was like, what? I just use a knife, cut it up.
Oh, God.
Do you know what's a weird, not a food combination, but a food we used to have growing up and I didn't realise it was weird till I told someone else that we used to have it?
What?
Butter butties.
I love butter butties.
Yeah, but Lucy was just like, that's just buttered bread. And I was like, no, it's butter butty. She was like, no, that's the buttered bread.
It is buttered bread, but it's nice.
But I just thought it was a butty. It was just...
I know what you mean. It's like a vanilla ice cream. It's an ice cream, but it's not
nice,
a flavoured one. Except
Mum
it is. It's
used to
vanilla
have
flavour.
banana butties, but with butter on, didn't she?
Banana butties are the best.
Not for me, you know.
Or apple and cheese. Apple and cheese butty. That's
Nice.
a good one.
Talking of food, little tiny rant. I know we're going along here.
Go for it.
I went for some food.
Yeah.
That eat and take out bollocks of the government doing.
Eat out, happy wife, something like that.
That's the one. Yeah. So I went to table, ordered myself a steak, thought half price. I get to the till, and the guy goes, "You're an athlete, aren't you?" Talking, blah blah blah, talking. And I said, "Oh, with me steak, can I have no peas, please?" And he went, "You're an athlete. You need to eat your veg." And I was like, "Excuse me."
So you're a waiter, fucking listen.
Yeah, no, it's like I don't like peas, and he was like, "Well, I'm gonna judge you." He went, "Oh, I won't put you on the bill, but I'm gonna judge you for not having veg." I mean, listen, like, can you just put me fucking meal on the bill, please, rather than judge you what my choices are?
Yeah. Don't we judge the strength of your shoes and my wheels?
I was gonna say, like, what? If I want to eat a burger, I fucking eat a burger. If I want to eat a steak, I'm gonna eat a steak. So if you judge me for that, then so be it, but whatever. And so to that waiter, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's doubled from me as well. You massive twat. Yeah, I can't stand people like that. Like, judge all you like, but judge in your head.
Absolutely, yeah.
If you're gonna be a knob, do it to yourself. Right, let's see. There's only a few more of these because I'm kind of skimming. Some of them aren't that weird, but kind of weird, and we'll just get to the deep stuff. One of my friends had goat in chocolate sauce.
Goat? Like the meat or the cheese?
No, the meat, like goat.
In chocolate sauce? Can you eat goat?
Yeah, you can eat goat. Goat curry's massive
cheese?
in parts of the world.
It is. Yeah. Like Jamaican communities that eat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But
weirdly, this reminded me when we went to. Where did we go? I was on a plane. It was either to Japan or to the honeymoon. I forget which one.
Yeah.
One of the meals they give us was beef in, I think it was blueberry and chocolate sauce or something like that.
Ooh, wow.
It's fucking awful. Like, I'm up for trying anything.
Yeah.
But this didn't taste like anything. If you know what I mean. Like, it just tasted like sauce. Yeah, like, if someone said to me, what is this? Like, I don't know. It could be oil. It just something. It literally, it looks like motor oil. It doesn't taste of anything. I'm guessing they're just trying to bump off the numbers in the plane because it's not good. I wanted chicken for starters. This isn't chicken. But so that was weird.
That annoys me on planes. I don't know about you. So they go up to you and say, "Do you want chicken or beef?" And you go, "Can I have beef?" And you go, "Sorry, we got none of that." Says, "Well, just offer me chicken then."
Yeah, exactly.
Don't offer me both.
Exactly.
You've not got the second option.
Yeah, give me.
What are you doing?
When you get here with the trolley, give me what's left. Don't ask me what you want on the way to the trolley.
Don't give me a choice when there's no choice.
Yeah.
Like, don't do it.
When we were last on a plane, right, that happened to somebody. Somebody in front of us got asked if they want this or that, and they said, "Oh, I'll have the chicken." Like, okay, cool. She went back to the trolley, and the other woman at the trolley is like 10 rows back.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, I've just give the last chicken away," because you can hear them. And she's like, "Oh shit, what do I do? I've told them they can have chicken." So, what are you having? And she went, "Well, I'm having chicken." She said, "Well, there you go." So she went and got her chicken and give it to her. It's like, oh, the poor bastard. But yeah, at least she owned up and just dealt with it like a professional. She didn't offer anybody else chicken because she just lost her lunch. And it's like a 16-hour flight. You know, it's like, it's not. She's going to be missing that chicken the whole way because, like it or not, that's her lunch.
Absolutely.
Right, let's see. One of my friends discovered putting cheese on salted popcorn in the cinema. Which sounds weird, but it didn't read as weird to me at first because when I used to work at a cinema, we had a drunk guy come in once, and he ordered it once completely pissed and loved it so much that he ordered it every time he went then sober.
Nice. Like nacho cheese.
Yeah,
like
nacho cheese. But in
popcorn.
Odeon, I don't know if they still do it, but they used to do it in like a vat rather than the little pots. So he'd just stir it up. He'd just say, "Put a couple of scoops of that on my popcorn for me," and we would, and he loved it. But I can't imagine the mess.
I was gonna say that. There's one thing crunching popcorn in a cinema. There's one thing having cheese. All you with your hands. Oh no, it's not for me.
Yeah, I'm not a mess eater. Like, I love chili cheese dogs, but they have to be relatively neat chili cheese dogs. You know what I mean?
Do you know what's a guilty pleasure for me actually?
What?
Pot noodle, chicken and mushroom, standard pot noodle, cheese butty, dip it in.
Yeah.
Cheese butty pot noodle. Unbelievable.
I didn't know about this. Right? Not necessarily the pot noodle. I didn't know people do this with soup. Like, I went to when I went to Charlie's when we first started going out, and I think we had lunch there at some point. And they had like soup, and Charlie's like, "Do you want a soup and a sandwich?" It's like, soup and a sandwich. It's like
it's 2 meals.
No, it's like, which one do I want? You know, are you offering me both here? And she said, "No." I said, "You know, you have a soup, you get a cheese butty, you dip it in." It's like,
nice.
I'm doing that. Yeah. That sounds good. And I do that now. It's like chicken soup. It melts the cheese a little bit.
Get yourself a chicken pot noodle, dip it in, you'll change your life. Unbelievable.
What we've basically learnt today is cheese does indeed make everything better, and that's pretty much how we started the episode. It's a good way to end it as well.
That's
But
the episode title.
cheese makes everything
Cheese
better.
makes everything better.
Yeah, it's a bit long. Let's come with a shorter one. Cheese
And then
is
in brackets, in brackets, mature content.
God. funny fecker. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, we've got a big announcement, Chris. Don't forget the big announcement.
You can announce it because I forgot already.
This is episode 10.
Yes.
And you've had to deal with us two talking shy for 10 episodes.
Us talking
now.
heads talk to that bell end over there.
So what? And that melon over there.
I knew you did the wrong way. I knew you did the wrong
way.
Who's the bell end now?
Okay, that one.
With that. Wrong way.
Oh, wrong way.
Anyway, sorry, go on. Visual medium.
Yeah, so sorry, audio podcast listeners.
Yeah, get on YouTube.
So you've listened to our bollocks for 10 episodes now, which is
Yes.
roughly 10 plus hours
Jack
of
Nick
bollocks. We thought we are going to expand our horizons and get some guests on. So next week we can confirm that we have a guest coming on.
Yes.
Should
everything go right? There's still chance of tech issues, but we're
still
hoping.
chance of tech issues.
Fingers crossed, we'll have a guest next week. We can't say who yet.
We can't say who, but it will be a boss guest, and he listens to the podcast, and it'll be good. Stay tuned and get us your segments in, your stuff, because this is something a bit out of the person's comfort zone, but he will fucking love it. So, we'll get that on it. And we'll get more guests to you soon. Don't forget, when we get 100 subscribers on YouTube, we have a big, actual, proper celebrity waiting to come on a podcast. We just need you guys to subscribe on YouTube.
Spoiler alert.
So just let us know. An actual person who's got a proper like Wikipedia page and stuff.
Probably got an IMDb page.
He's probably got loads of shit going on.
Probably he's probably on the phone to an agent now making $1. Just so So what's next week's question, Jack?
Next week's question is: does anyone have any hidden talents?
Yes, we want to know what your hidden talent is. If you have one, you can tell us. Contact us on any of our social medias, but we'd like to see maybe a little video of you doing what your talent is.
Yes, nice.
So say if you can roll your tongue, a little video going, or whatever, or if you can beatbox or yodel, show us. Yeah. So send it to us on Twitter at huntingforfunny, or send us an email with it if you want, huntingforfunny@gmail.com. Also, folks, just so you know, I made a couple of changes to it today. We do have a website, huntingforfunny.com or huntingforfunny.co.uk. They both work. There's a contact page on there if you'd rather use that. And also, like I said at the top of the podcast, we have a sale on at the moment on the merch store. If you use the code WEARAMASK, all one word, you get 10% discount on anything you buy from our merch store, including a mask. So do it.
That's the one.
Do it now.
Fuck the Rona, buy a mask.
To be fair, they're pretty cheap. It's like £8.50, I think, for like a proper printed nice mask.
They are nice masks.
Yeah, they look it. So so that's good. That's I think that's us this week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to add?
To me. No, just if anyone does buy the mask, send us some pictures, and
we would love to see that.
We would fucking love to see someone wearing a mask.
Tag us in anything on Twitter or whatever, or Facebook, just at Hunter for Funny.
It goes an absolute long way for us. Like
it really does. It makes a world of difference because when you're busy all week and you got the podcast is a fun hour to get away from stuff. But it's also in the back of your head. It's kind of something you need to do on the list. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of it's a break from the jobs, but it's also on the list of jobs. So when there's something extra to look forward to, you straight away want to get into it. So I think that's us for this week, folks. So thanks a lot for listening. Sorry we weren't here last week, and we'll see you next week, hopefully with our first guest. So thanks a lot for listening, folks. We'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Bye bye.